beginning there was the sun, and the sun gazed upon a land, and chose it from among the others. And the land grew and became an empire, destined to be the cradle of civilization, and known as the mother of the world. A land of legend and mystery. A story to tell. A world to live. Gift of the Nile. Guardian of the past. Capturing the hearts of people all over the world. Get inspired to start your own story, where it all begins. Welcome to Egypt, the most fascinating place on earth. Land of the pharaohs. Muse of the world. Travel back to ancient times. Hear the voices from the past. Marvel as you wander through what is widely considered the greatest outdoor museum anywhere on the planet. Meet the city of Cairo, with its unique fusion of different cultures. Enjoy the all-year-round sun on one of the countless beaches. Lose yourself among the souks and markets to taste the flavor of Egyptian life. Explore the ancient tombs. Share the secrets from the past. Hold your breath as you stand before what is considered the greatest spectacle in the whole world. Live the Egyptian nightlife. Sail on a boat on the Nile. Or dive into an amazing world of color and beauty. From east to west, from north to south, visitors will find a unique place that will provide some of the richest experiences of their whole lives. Come and discover the land that has captivated the soul of the people throughout ages.
I wish I was floating down a timeless river. I wish I was soaring high above the Valley of the Kings. I wish I was diving in a crystal sea. I wish I could experience the wonders of the world. I wish I was beside palaces and temples, and in a place where every stranger is a friend, where the past embraces the future. I wish I was in Egypt. Welcome to Egypt's Red Sea Riviera, where the sun always shines, every day, of every year.
The Red Sea and its resorts are an El Dorado for people seeking recreation and water sports. Every year, divers and surfers come to the Red Sea for their sports from all over the world. The underwater world of the Red Sea is unique. Countless species of fish populate the magnificent coral reefs. Not only divers get their money's worth here, snorkelers can often admire the fish directly from the hotel beach. The surrounding desert is an interesting contrast to the colourful underwater world of the Red Sea. About 90% of the surface of Egypt is desert. From the sea resorts, we offer you the possibility to get to know these generally unknown parts of Egypt in half-day and day trips. For adventurers, our program includes desert safaris for several days, where you can experience the untouched country in an unforgettable way. Sunset in the desert, followed by a night under the stars, are stunning experiences. The pyramids of Gizeh have always fired the imagination of people, and they alone are already worth a trip to Egypt. But the country has much more to offer. Only 20 kilometers away, you can visit the area of Saqqara, where the oldest pyramid with 4,600 years is located, as well as numerous tombs from Egypt's earliest epoch. The Egyptian Museum, with all those treasures that whole armies of adventurers came to see. The museum, which was founded in 1857, shows 44,000 exhibits on a surface of 36,000 square meters. The Islamic Quarter impresses with countless mosques, the biggest of which are true jewels of Islamic architecture. The peace and quiet in the mosques invites you to linger, and you'll soon forget the bustle outside. Cairo, the capital city of Egypt, is the first stop on their journey for many of our guests. With about 15 million inhabitants, the city is among the biggest in the world and one of the safest into the bargain. If you haven't seen Cairo, you haven't seen the world. Her soil is gold, her women are magic, and the Nile is a wonder. These are lines from the Arabian Nights, and here, in the Kal El Khalili Bazaar, the fairy tales seem to come alive. The program also includes a visit to the oldest part of Cairo, the Coptic Quarter. The Hanging Church is an absolute must for every visitor to this part of the city. Egypt the cradle of culture. Egypt thanks its existence to one of the mightiest rivers on earth, the Nile. As early as about 5,000 years ago, the first kingdom emerged, and soon afterwards the pyramids were built. 2,000 years ago, the Greek Herodot visited Egypt. Rome is only 200 years old, the Colosseum won't be built for another 50 years, but the pyramids are already ancient in ancient times. Therefore, it's not surprising that the ancient Greeks visited the Egyptian monuments. Herodot was probably the first tourist to write a travel report on the country. The list of people who have visited Egypt since then would probably fill volumes. Egypt is not only the cradle of culture, but also the oldest travel destination in the world. In Luxor, you can admire the uniqueness of the Karnak temple. If travel is a search, then this is a go. These words were written by the poet Rainer Maria Rilke when he saw this temple. History comes alive in Egypt, and the temple of Edfu is fantastic proof of this. The temple, dedicated to the falcon god Horus, is one of the best preserved pharaonic buildings in Egypt. Or follow the footsteps of Howard Carter in the Valley of the Kings and discover the impressive tombs of the pharaohs. Aswan, the Pearl of Egypt, is renowned as a spa for its pleasant, warm climate. Many famous people spent the winter here. For example, the author Agatha Christie, who worked on her book Death on the Nile here. Aswan is also an excellent backdrop for the film. In pharaonic times, Aswan was usually situated on the southern border of the empire. Granite was quarried in large quantities in the nearby quarries. Today, Aswan is known mainly for the construction of the huge dam. Only 130 years ago, the only way to travel through the country was along the Nile. Today, there are modern road and rail links for fast and comfortable travel from one place to another. Perhaps that is precisely why a journey along the Nile is the most impressive way to travel through the country. Experienced tour guides show you the many cultural monuments on numerous excursions. Get to know Egypt from its most beautiful side.